Hello everyone, in this video we're going to solve two-step equations. So a two-step equation is an equation that involves two operations. Specifically, what we do for the first step is either add or subtract, and then for the final step we'll either multiply or divide. That's typically how these work out, and we'll work out a couple of examples right now. So here I have 10 equal to m divided by 4 plus 2. Get the variable term by itself first by isolating it by way of subtracting 2 from both sides. This gives me m divided by 4 equal to 10 minus 2. Now to undo division, multiply. Cancels this out here. 8 times 4 is 32. Last thing we do is check. So 32 divided by 4 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. This checks out. Let's look at another example over here. Here I have 8 minus 3y equals 14. First thing we must do is subtract 8. Now the coefficient is negative, so we can expect a negative quotient for this division here. Canceling this out gives me y equal to negative 2. And here's how we check. We do 8 minus 3 times negative 2. So 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. Essentially now what I have here is 8 minus negative 6. Remember, two negatives make a positive, so what we have instead now is 8 plus 6. And 8 plus 6 is 14. This checks out. Now I want to look at one more example, and I'll make some room for it right now, with an interesting looking setup. So we've looked at scenarios where we have to solve with one step. We have to look at scenarios where we solve in two steps. This will be a two-step equation, but my coefficient this time is a fraction, specifically a negative fraction. Minus 2 equal to 4. All right. Set this up. Solve it the same exact way that you would normally solve the other equations. Start by adding 2. Now I have negative 1/5 t equal to 4 plus 2. Now here's what we do. This coefficient, being a negative fraction, we could divide by the coefficient, but we can make it look a little bit nicer and do this. Every number that exists, whether it be a whole number, a fraction, decimal, every rational number has a reciprocal. And what we're going to do is we're going to multiply by the reciprocal of this coefficient, specifically the negative one. So we'll multiply it by negative 5/1. That's a 6. Okay. So when you multiply a fraction by its reciprocal, it cancels out. And this was a negative times its negative reciprocal, so our coefficient is positive. Specifically, that coefficient is 1, but the variable is positive. Here I have 6. Let me redraw that. There we go. 6 times negative 5/1. Well, this is the same thing as negative 5, because 5 divided by 1 is 5. So 6 times negative 5/1 would be negative 30. Multiplying this to negative 1/5 will give me positive 6. And 6 minus 2 is positive 4. This is true. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later.